What's up, this is JPR Tech here. We got a brand new video for you. We're going to be focusing on the Chuwi Hi12 the stylus support. You see, for any Windows users that need stylus, this is a very affordable option. The pen only costs $15 in gearbest.com. We're going to run really quick through some of the specs of the stylus, and then we're going to do an actual review of how it performs. And in their website, in the specs, is reported to have 256 levels of pressure sensitivity, and with software adjustment you could adjust that to 512, which actually I don't know what software is that. I tried using just the regular Windows stylus, and they don't have adjustment for the pressure sensitivity as much. So, but it's not bad. It's still pretty good. It's a little oversensitive, but it's not bad. It's still very usable and capable pen, especially the premium feel. Once you pick it up, take it out of the box, it feels heavy. It feels like a real pen. When you hold it, I even confuse it sometimes with my regular pens, because this is an aluminum metal body, and it's just very well built. I have dropped it a lot of times and it still works. All the buttons work and nothing is acting up. The only thing I wish it had is the back eraser option that some of the Wacom stylus have, but it's no biggie because this actually has two buttons, so I can use for erasing. I was just used to the Wacom pen, so that's why I kind of miss it, but now I'm getting over it and I'm actually getting used to the dual button system. Now about their battery life, the stylus is rated at 100,000 times that you can click, and then 20,000 times you can. So basically, just you can use the pen 100,000 times. That's basically what. But who's counting? Overall, the battery is great. I still haven't changed it, and I'm using this stylus almost every day, and for hours at a time at most. So it's really great battery life. I'm really happy with it. And once you get adjusted to the sensitivity pressure, which is not as detailed or as accurate as a Wacom pen or the stylus, then you'll be happy too with it. So what I just want to show you is, first of all, how this performs with the Chuwi Hi tablet, which you already know the screen is not laminated, so it's actually separated from the actual touch screen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the Windows 10 new feature is a sketchpad. It's just a quick way to get into a blank page so you could jot down quick notes. Alright, so as you can see, it works very smooth. It's not so bad, and you can actually see the pressure sensitivity kicking in on top of pressure, but it's so light, it's just either thin and thick. It's kind of hard to get in between areas and be consistent, but with the software adjustment you can increase the sensitivity a lot. We can easily see more the difference. Alright, I want to show you is really quick that difference on the laminated. I don't know if you could quite see that right there. Now you can see how far apart. It's about a good 5 millimeters, 2-3 millimeters, I would say. So it's kind of far apart, but when you look at it from a top view, you're gonna notice that it really doesn't affect your writing performance or your accuracy, because when we write, we're looking down into the tablet, so it's no problem. Unless you're viewing it in an angle, which I doubt it, then it shouldn't be a problem at all. See, it can be very accurate to just touch on the point you want to go to. Very accurate. And I'm not an artist at all, whatsoever. But you can see that it's very accurate. I mainly use this just to take notes. I take a lot of notes, class, and whatnot. Now, as you may have noticed, I've been using the button to erase, and this is one of the cons. The problem comes when I'm going to use the buttons, whether it's the first button, which you can use on OneNote to do the ribbon or the loop and to select ink. It doesn't work. It keeps cutting off. It's almost like it's not registering when you're constantly holding the button. And the same thing goes with erasing. Like I'm going to demonstrate it right now. Holding down the erase button, it's going to erase, but then sometimes you'll see dots like there. Those dots, it's either losing connection or something is losing there. I know it's not the battery problem, because I used new batteries. At first I thought it was a bad battery, but it happened to all my new batteries. So a trick or workaround is just to do circular movements and just keep doing it until all the dots are gone. I don't know if it's a mistake on Chuwi's part on this Hi1 pen, if it's a defect or what, but there's just no way around it. You have to go to the actual menu and select the eraser, and then you can erase smoothly, because remember, the pointer has no problem with connection. Using the actual eraser button shortcut, it creates those dots. So that's the one thing I really don't like about this stylus, that it's just inconsistent with the buttons. So again, the pointer works great. The buttons are terrible. I can use them for right clicking on for example, to right click, it works fine, but when it comes to drawing, that's where this thing falls short. So for conclusion, this stylus, it has great build quality, it has pretty decent pressure sensitivity, and it's got options for buttons, for eraser. The battery life is excellent. It's one of the best I've seen. So the only problem and the only con I see is the actual reliability on these buttons for erasing or selecting ink on OneNote. You see the buttons keep cutting off. So that's it. That's the only con I found on this pen. I love the weight. It feels like a real pen. But a slight con on design is that the actual metal feel is a little soft and smooth. So you kind of lose grip a little bit. So what I did is a workaround. I actually added and made a rubber grip from an old pen, or just a regular pen. They have grips, and I just cut out the holes for the buttons, and now I have a nice grip. It has nice cushion, and it actually makes it easier to use. So this is a great workaround for the stylus. So that's why overall I really feel like this is a great buy. So if you have the Chuwi Hi12 tablet, I really recommend getting the stylus with it. So thank you for sticking around for this long video. I'm sorry if it was a little long, but hopefully it helped you out on your decision. If you need a stylus, this is a great option, and I can actually recommend it. If you can live with the finicky buttons that are a little bit defected, other than that, it's a great stylus option. So stick around, because I also want to review the actual flip cover for the Chuwi Hi12. So stick around and see you guys on the next one. Peace.